Today I'm going to be doing the Versa taillight. I got this guy here. We're going to be doing the turn signal bulb, the blinker bulb or turn signal, and then the side marker bulb. This will all cover. So I'm going to come over here. One thing I've already done is do these edges. Curl that tape right around the edges here, here, and then here. You'll see here in a little bit why, but that'll protect the paint. When you pull this off, it might want to chip the paint down here. So tool wise, some of these plastic trim interior tools, that's a great thing to have. 10mm socket and a screwdriver, and then gloves, so when you handle the bulbs you're not getting grease on them. First we're going to start off by taking these 2 screws out. These can be a little tight, so if you do need to use a socket to break it free, definitely feel free to grab that. We'll get both of these removed. Boom. And the next thing we're going to do is pull on this. We're not going to pull super hard, but just pull to there. So see how this is just coming off? That's all we want to go. There are 2 pressure fittings. There's a pressure fitting right here and a pressure fitting right here. So this is where that tape comes in. And I'm going to gently put my pry tool here. And you want to be really careful. Yeah, so I worked right at this edge and then worked my way in, and I got that one done. Then we're going to go down to here to this one. And this one's a little tricky. You might want to flex out just a little bit on here. Get a little bit more space. You might even be able to just pull it out. I'm just being really careful of the paint. There we go. So that got it. Just had to wedge it in there. Get that out. Boom. And there we are. We are out. So there's our 2 pressure fittings that you have to pull away from the car to get this out. Now you can just swap the bulb just by going in here and twisting this counterclockwise. The bulb will come out. But I'm going to go ahead and detach it from the car just so it's a little easier to work on. And that you depress this tab here and this pulls out. But be careful, there's a tiny little holder here and that thing is super flimsy. And I'll show you this here. This you really have to push down quite a bit, and it's hard to push this down, and you might even want to use your flat head to gently push on this to pop it out. But we got that out. Then any of these bulbs come out by turning counterclockwise, just like that. The bulb comes out. I'll put a link in the description for all of the bulbs, but you just pull the bulb out, put the new one in, find the spot where it fits, turn clockwise. For these guys, these fittings, gently, you might want to use a pair of pliers to just gently put some pressure. Don't squeeze, but that will pop this guy out. And once again, that's the same deal. If any of these bulbs are not working after you put it back in, sometimes you just need to flip it. Sometimes the bulb is directional, the lead's there, and if you put it in backwards, it won't work. So make sure you get it in the right direction. And this one's really tough, and I'm just using this to put a little more pressure because that's tough on the fingers. And then this is our blinker bulb right here. This harness is kind of getting in the way, but we'll kind of push that out and just being real gentle. And then that's our amber bulb, and yep, same deal with that. That pops out. This one is directional, so make sure you get in the right way. And then I will reattach this to the car. All right, let's throw this back in. So this guy connects to here. And then we line it up kind of has to, you have to kind of line these guys up first and then pop them in, and then this guy will fall in place. And then there's one final snap right in there. That snaps into place, and we'll throw this off. Throw that on. I'll tighten those down. Now when you tighten this down, just you don't need to make it tight. If you make these too tight, it cracks this plate. So I recommend, once you kind of feel the bolt touch, maybe go like an 1/8 turn, maybe 1/4 turn. So that's, you feel it kind of hit and start to press together, and then go burp, and that's all you need. You don't need a ton of torque on this. Cool. I'll have links in the description there for the whole tail light fixture, the bulbs and everything. If this is helpful, give a thumbs up. And then the last thing is just rip all this tape off. I will also have a video on the other running bulb. This guy, I'll link that in the description, and that reverse bulb. If this is helpful, thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.